Hey guys, so you guys have been asking me, hounding me actually for David Miller's interview. So I thought, David, I'm going to bring you here and just talk to you about something a little bit different than normal, not the normal questions about the Proteas and etc. etc. So you're now in Cape Town. What are some of the top spots you enjoy in Cape Town?
I know quite a few people around here. So yeah, I was in Plattekloof yesterday with Brad. So that area, I really enjoy Stellenbosch.
Yeah.
Obviously, Camps Bayside is always nice for a couple of sundowners having a good time on that side with the sunset. Yeah, but generally Cape Town, there's some beautiful spots. So it's depends, what the weather's like.
Yeah. So you obviously travel a lot. We see guys like Dale Steyn and Quinny. They like to go fishing or surfing, whatever the case may be. What are some of the hobbies that you like to get up to?
To be honest, actually starting up with my fishing. I really, obviously being by the ocean, I love the ocean. So yeah, I know a few people that can sort of help me out in getting into it. I've always enjoyed it, but never really sort of got into it. So suppose that's something that I'm wanting to start as a hobby. And then I love my golf and just the ocean. I mean, ocean all around it. I don't know if I could leave it.
So with regards to the MSL, of course, and you've played in a lot of T20 competitions. To you, how's the standard been of the Mzansi Super League over the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, I think it's been really good. As I've said before to many people, the experience that it brings with the overseas, with all the Protea guys back, it makes for a great competition. So the youngsters really do learn, and it's a really good comp. I mean, as we all know, week in, week out, we're always playing against each other. The provinces and so on. But to be able to mix the players around and get to play with different guys, it's a great opportunity to add to the experience of the youngsters.
And in the beginning of your career, obviously you were a youngster coming in with a lot of senior guys around you, legends of the game around you. Now you're more of a senior player in that. Are you enjoying that role, first of all? And do you ever stop learning?
No, you never stop learning. This game it can be a frustrating game as well, but the rewards are so high. So absolutely never stop learning. I think the minute you stop making the mistakes over the career, that's when experience comes into it. You're always going to make mistakes as people, but as long as you're thinking the right things, and it's nice to be able to share the experiences that I do have. But also, where the game's going nowadays, the youngsters come up with some really valuable stuff as well. So vice versa, learning from each other is always great.
And because it's a Cricket Fanatics channel, I just wanted to dive into your history a little bit and just talk about who were some of the heroes that you looked up to and who got you into cricket.
My father got me into cricket. We come from a sporting background, but my father, he spent hours and hours as I was a youngster growing up in the back garden with my brother, having a younger brother playing a lot on the side of the club fields with my father. So yeah, it probably started then, and then growing up, I really looked up to Matthew Hayden and Adam Gilchrist, as well as Lance Klusener. Well, I suppose Lance Klusener, I never was a middle order batter growing up. I was always top 3, open the batting at number 3. So I really enjoyed watching those two Aussies that I mentioned, Adam and Matthew. But I think as my journey's gone on, I've got to experience a bit of time with Lance Klusener himself, and the lessons he's learned that I've learned from him has been invaluable. So yeah, I suppose there's so many great players, but it's probably those 3.
And just lastly, a shout out to the Cricket Fanatics fans out there that have been supporting you so fanatically.
Thank you very much for all the support. Obviously, as players, we always we wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. It's a lot of rewards, as I said earlier, from in this game. But to play in front of awesome crowd and just the guys that are really passionate about supporting us, it really is an honor and privilege to play in front of you all. So thank you.
Thanks a lot, Dave.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.